The RE20 is Boss's first attempt at taking the Roland Space Echo and turning it into something more pedalboard friendly. What is the Space Echo? The Space Echo is one of the most well-loved and well-used tape delays that's been used in countless studios around the world. You've probably already seen pictures of it, even if you didn't know what it was. You've undoubtedly heard that delay on 1,000 different records over the years, and it's probably been responsible for its fair share of studio fires because, well, it's tape delay. It's what tape delay does. So, does this pedal sound like a tape delay? Not really. This will definitely give you the vibe of a tape delay, and when this pedal was made, it was in the early days of like tape modeling, I guess you could call it. It was one of the first attempts at it, and yeah, it's definitely a noble attempt because it does end up sounding really, really good. I found that this was sort of like the most vibey sort of delay sound out of all the others that I've tried. So I mean, if you're looking for something that's on the complete and total opposite end of the spectrum to something like a Strymon, yeah, this is definitely worth a look. It's definitely loaded with features, there's tap tempo and everything like that, and there's also sort of an inbuilt spring reverb, just like the original thing. It's obviously not a real spring inside this pedal, I mean look at the size of it, but yeah, that's what it's going for. It's also got an EQ section, so you can really sort of tame how you want things to sound, and you can really change things, and can really get the exact sort of vibe that you're looking for from your delay. That being said, the controls here were not terribly self-evident. I get that they were going for the same control scheme that was on the original Space Echo. Yeah, but maybe we can update those so that they make a lot more sense. That middle knob selector with like the different delay settings, no idea. It was very, very confusing and I kind of didn't really understand it. Reading through the manual kind of made it make a lot more sense, but sort of not. I think it would make sense for those who have used the actual unit, but for the rest of us who have never used the real thing, you know, we don't need that. Just, you know, give us a normal setting. A big caveat to mention, I've mentioned in other reviews that I find analog delay pedals kind of lop off the top end of my guitar tone. This one definitely did it the most. But at the same time, as I said, this one also brought in the most amount of sort of like charming vibe to its sound. It was very atmospheric, so you know, you win some, you lose some. So yeah, overall this is a really awesome sounding pedal and I had a lot of fun with it. As I said before, if you're looking for something that's like on the opposite end of the spectrum to like a Strymon sort of pedal, this is what you are looking for. Prices for these units these days are going through the roof because Boss recently released a whole bunch of new revisions to this pedal and they've stopped making this one. It's a bit unfortunate because this is a really, really good sounding pedal that sounds nothing like the new ones. So I mean, if you like the sound of this pedal, you kind of have to get this one. The new ones aren't going to do this. Not to say that the new ones sound bad, they're just sort of like a completely different thing. Overall, it's a bit tricky to set up and use, but it's a really unique sounding delay pedal that is well worth a look.